Alright, so the War of 1812. Does anybody remember exactly why the War of 1812 was fought? It was actually an important issue called impressment. This is essentially when British soldiers take American soldiers into their own navy, weakening the American forces. Now, obviously, this is a huge insult to the national honor of this young American country, and therefore they decided to do what anyone would do, to start a war. Now, in 1812, essentially the British couldn't do much about that because they were fighting the Napoleonic Wars, and they had enough to deal with. So their strategy was a bit more on the defensive side. So there were some territories being fought over around the Great Lakes and up in Canada. But after a while, once the British had taken care of the Napoleonic Wars,
Walt, get over here!
Where are they?
On the top of the hill.
How many?
How the hell should I know?
Covering fire!
God damn it! Get out!
And after a while, the whole thing became a massive stalemate. There weren't really any territories that were being lost or gained or anything that was particularly happening other than huge economic loss. So, in 1814, both countries met and decided to sign the Treaty of Ghent, which put an end to the war and basically returned all the territories to normal so that nothing had essentially happened. What it did prove, however, was that a war can be fought on two fronts.
Where are you? I know I'm late, but before you get mad, I had to park my car on the side of the road because it broke down. And
You're late.
Now, it did prove two things, the War of 1812. It proved that wars can be fought on two fronts. They can be fought by the military, with land and naval battles, and what you would typically expect out of a war. But it can also be fought on the private front. Merchant ships were firing at each other, British and American. So the war was sort of an extension of private interests as well as the government's interest. It also proved that the United States, Britain, and Canada could work very, very well with one another, which is why we are now best friends.